Hi Metalheads, willkommen zu Metalheads Forever, schon mal 913 am 23.04.2025. Schön, dass ihr dabei seid zur letzten Show dieser Woche und wieder eine geile Doppelfeature mit internationalen Gästen aus Brasilien und aus Frankreich. Den Anheizer machen unsere brasilianischen Freunde. Sehr, sehr cool. Blades of Steel. Aber es gibt erst einen anderen Anheizer aus Kanada. Wer könnte das sein aus Kanada? Nicht Bryan Adams, nein, Anvil. Haben eine neue Nummer rausgehauen und zwar der Song Truth is Dying. Genau, das ist der neueste Anvil-Song. Den haue ich jetzt gleich mal raus. Aber erstmal Vorankündigung und natürlich erstmal ein Hallo in die Runde. Seid gegrüßt alle draußen. Hoffe, euch geht's gut. Hoffe, ihr habt die Woche gut angefangen und ihr seid ready for some geilen Metal heute Abend. So, jetzt geht los mit Anvil, Truth is Dying. Attacke und Let the Madness begin.
The Metalheads Forever Rockcast show is proud to present female-fronted heavy metal from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Blades of Steel.
And in the double feature interview,
Heavy rock from France. Voodoo Angel.
don't miss the interviews with this fantastic bands. The Metalheads Forever Rockcast show salutes you.
There's no denying Truth is dying, open your eyes. Truth is dying, there's no denying. Truth is dying, bloody lies. Truth is dying, there's no denying. Truth is dying, realize. Truth is dying, there's no denying. Truth is dying, it's what I despise.
Immer noch on fire, der gute Lips. Ja, 2 Interviews mit ihm schon gemacht und der Junge ist einfach ober cool. Anvil, ja, eine Legende. Und mich freut es so, dass es so alte Rocker wie Anvil gibt, die immer noch den Metal, Truth Metal, die Fahne hochhalten. Sehr, sehr geiler Song von Anvil, Truth is Dying. Und jetzt gibt es gleich mal den Signature-Song von meinen nächsten Gästen, und zwar Blades of Steel, nämlich der Titeltrack vom Album. Und hier ist Blades of Steel. And now welcome all the way from Brazil, Mr. Jonas Soares from Blades of Steel. Welcome to the show.
Hello, guys. I'm Jonas.
Greetings
from Brazil.
Another great band from Brazil. Very cool.
Yeah.
This is a pre-recorded interview, so it's in the night here. It's 1 p.m. in the afternoon in beautiful Brazil. Before we talk about the last song was Blades of Steel. This will be our kick-out song. We not talk about this. Give me the story of Blades of Steel. When Blades of Steel was formed?
Blades of Steel. It's ideas, Yara ideas, since from some years ago, and I talked to her to. In fact, I saw her singing some songs, and I say to her, you need to put this voice on a band, and a few years later, we are here with this songs.
Her name is. This is a female-fronted band, of course.
Exactly.
What's her name?
Yara
Haag.
Okay.
She has a great voice. And the first time I heard you, I didn't know this is a woman. I thought this is a man, a male vocal.
Yeah.
But she has a powerful voice. Holy cow! And we will listen to more songs, of course.
Yeah. Her voice is great, and we are here about to share some information of Blades of Steel. We are here from São Paulo, Brazil, and other guys also is from here too. And we are a new band, but
with a brand new album.
Band, but new band. That's the first album as a band. But the musicians is from another bands. For example, me is I'm from Living Metal. I'm guitarist also. It's another band from Brazil.
Okay.
And we are sharing this opportunity, these guitars with Blades of Steel also.
Yes. Here's the picture of the band. Yeah, this looks like a metal band. I listened to all the songs of the album. Fantastic.
Thank
I would
you.
say we play the next song first, and then we talk about the song, who writes the song, who does all the writing, who writes the lyrics. And here's Vengeance is Mine. And here we go. Vengeance is Mine. Very cool. So, who writes the songs?
This song is Yara's idea, also the letters, and the riff is idea of Rafael, my partner on guitars. It's talk about some personal things that Yara faced, and that's why this music is a little bit strong with since the name of the music, but it's because of this idea.
Just to let the people know, you are the guitar player in the band.
Yeah, I am a guitarist.
Yes, cool guitarist. Yeah, great band. Blades of Steel is the same title, of course, the album.
Yeah, the self-titled, the album is the self-titled. Blades of Steel is the first work that we built together, 80 songs, and talking
How many
about
songs on it?
some 8 songs.
8 songs. I understand 18. I don't know.
No, it's 8. 8 songs. Talk about a lot of things. For example, Rule of the Waves. For example, it's about Anne Bonny.
Wait, my friend, because we play first the video and then you tell me the story of, because the next one, Rule of the Waves. Okay. And then let's watch the video first and listen to the sound, and then you tell me the story. And here is Ruler of the Waves. Ruler of the Waves, another very, very cool song. I like it, love it. She has a really strong voice. That makes her unique. So what is the story? You just started, now you can give me the story.
Okay, about Ruler of the Waves, it's a song about anybody, a pirate, a strong woman, and in a hostile environment. It's about this woman, how strong her was, and facing a lot of problems and battles and things like that. And this song is about this.
Yeah, very cool. Rule of the Waves, ladies and gentlemen. We need a picture for social media. Are you ready?
Okay, let me put my glass.
All right, here's the glass. Okay, here's the cool man. Here we go.
Yeah.
Give me the metal horn or whatever. I press the button. Okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. I got you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the cool man. Okay. It's metal. All right.
The glass is important.
So, Blades of Steel. Are you an active band? You have many shows? Are you on the road, on tour in Brazil? What's going on?
We are starting some few shows. For example, at the end of this month, we will present the band, the full album of the band in a show. But we are trying to arrange another dates, another places to play the band, to share the music, and we are just in the beginning on this case.
All right. Is this the first international interview for you, for the band?
Yeah.
Welcome to the world of metal.
The first one.
Yeah, this is the second band. I forgot the name from the band last time from Brazil. This was also the very first interview, international. Yeah, welcome to the world of metal, my friend, Jonas.
Okay, thank you very much.
So, yeah, you're welcome. I love this Brazilian bands, Argentina, Americans. You know, it's cool. For me, it's like you're hungry. You know, you're hungry. You want on stage, and I can tell this is a real band. This good singer, female fronted, very cool. So, Blades of Steel. Is there a special story to Blades of Steel? Because it's the title track. It's also the first video. What's the story to Blades of Steel?
Well, Blades of Steel, like I said before, it's Yara's idea, and the message that we can or we expected to share is we are strong about the difficulties that we have in life, you know. This name is about this.
Yes.
To share the truth about this. We always try to share this kind of message.
Yeah,
I think
watched this video.
That's what the meaning of Blades of Steel to us.
What surprised me is this bands. The newer band now bands in Brazil, for example, which we know it's not a country with a big income, you know. But when it comes to guitars, drums, speakers, amps, it looks very professional. So that means it must be very, very expensive to have American guitars, for example, in Brazil. Am I right?
Yeah. We how can I say? Our idea about the quality of the music and the instruments and the recording and was about this a maximum quality that we have that we can put in the song. We did.
Did you work with a producer or you produced the album?
No. The album was produced by Rafael Lopes from Casanegra Studio here in São Paulo.
So you're in São Paulo. That was the next question. São Paulo, yeah.
Yeah, in São Paulo. And Rafael, or we call him Lopes. Lopes was the guy that produced the second album of Crypta. I don't know if it's correct. If it was the second album, I think it is it. And he extracted the most to us, the most quality to us, and we could record this about this quality of the recording.
Yeah.
Lopes is part of this.
Yeah, I can tell you, I listen to a lot of bands, of course, the last four years plus, you know, and I can hear the quality. I can hear the passion. There's passion in it, and yeah, very, very cool. Blades of Steel, ladies and gentlemen, ihr da draußen, jetzt ein bisschen was auf Deutsch. Holt ihr das Album? Where can people order an album from Blades of Steel? You have a distribution?
Yeah, we have a distribution here in Brazil.
If, for example, somebody from Germany want to order the album, you have a vinyl or you have a CD? What do you have?
Yeah, we have a CD. We will have a CD at the end of this month. Was the launching of the album, the full album, by Metalheads. It's our label here in Brazil. But the idea is we have some conversations about to share this album in Europe. We are starting to do this conversation and to share this. But the site of Metalheads here in Brazil, it will be available to buy it. And later I will pass the link of Metalheads, metalheads.com.
Okay.
And
all right, my friend Jonas from Blades of Steel, congratulations to a great album, and you have my support, of course. And ihr da draußen, hoch mit die Humpen für Jonas from Blades of Steel. Humpen means in Germany raise the glasses with a lot of beers. And I say thank you. Give my regards, rest of the gang, especially to your great female-fronted lady. She's cool, very cool. This was Blades of Steel, and here is the title track, Blades of Steel. Thank you, Jonas. I salute you.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, and we are glad to share this space, to share about information about Blades of Steel, and I hope you all enjoy the album, and that's it.
Thank you so much. This was Jonas from Blades of Steel, and here is Blades of Steel.
This is Metalheads Forever. I am Blaze Bailey, and I am telling you, this is probably the best heavy metal show in the world.
Ja, und willkommen zu Teil Nummer 2 dieses Abends. Natürlich ein geiler Metal-Abend, kann man schon sagen, oder? Jetzt geht's nach Frankreich, liebe Freunde. Und was mir geil aufgefallen ist beim Interview, die Jungs oder die meisten sprechen super geil Englisch. Das ist mir schon mal sehr, sehr erfreulich. Voodoo Angel, die waren schon vor langem mal angekündigt gewesen. Und was war gewesen? Stromausfall. Ich glaube, wir müssen sogar zweimal absagen. Das ist eigentlich schon bitter, wenn man eine Band zweimal absagen muss. Aber heute klappt's. Heute ist hier Voodoo Angel und gleich mal der erste geile Song, License to Kill. Und dann begrüße ich die Band. Hier sind Voodoo Angel. And now, welcome to the show all the way from France, Chris, Thomas, Jim, and Jean-Luc. Greetings, Voodoo Angel.
Hi there. Hey.
Nice. We have another band from France. Unbelievable. This month, December, is maybe the French month. Very, very cool. And I love your sound. We have a big program today, a lot of songs from different albums. And I would say we start with Jim. I think, Jim, you're the youngster in the band.
I'm the seasoned guy in the band, Richie. Yeah, hi there. I'll just give a quick introduction to how I got into rock and metal music. Yeah, I mean, I discovered it with my brother, my older brother, and at the end of the 70s, when we were about 10, 12 years old, or about age. And I think my cousin had a poster on the wall of Led Zeppelin, and he was older, you see. He had a poster of Led Zeppelin, David Bowie, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, if everybody knows them. And I was like, wow, what the hell is this, you know? So from there, we discovered Deep Purple. It was still just at the end of their sort of first phase. We kind of missed them a little bit, but we got into the music from there. And
but to be correct, Jim, it was not metal; it was hard rock, and then became metal. Rock, yeah. So we have to be correct here.
I'm getting to that. The next group I get into is Judas Priest.
That's what we're talking about. Now we're talking about metal.
Now we can talk about metal.
Yes. So you are the guitar player in the band, right?
I'm the bassist.
The bass player. Oh, my memory is very, very short today. So when it comes to bass player, let's say you discovered. I think you're more in Ian Hill from Judas, or was it Tom Paul from Zeppelin? Who is more your?
I would say, yeah, a big mixture of the two, really. Yeah, Ian Hill with if you're playing with a pick, Ian Hill is one of the originals, solid, and Phil Lynott was a big hero.
Okay, here you go. So always good.
Not metal, but unless you've got Cold Sweat, that was a metal track.
Yeah, but he plays also with pick, Phil Lynott, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Not like Geezer Butler, the fast finger.
Yeah, Geezer's he's a great bass player though. Yeah, he's one of the original.
I always say it's the same. You know, the 70s was the century of bass players, you know, and keyboard players, of course, and then in the 80s the guitars, you know, of course.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, you're right. We had John Entwistle as well, huh?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Of course. The Who. All right. We go. I think Jean-Luc. We are at the end. Let's go to Thomas.
Okay.
Give me your short story about your career.
Well, I think I was in school, and my big brother was listening to maybe Nirvana, Metallica, bands like that. More, 90s or 80s songs. And I found totally in love with Dave Grohl's drumming. So I wanted to play drums, and I first tried. I was 14, I think, and so my influences were, mostly Metallica, Nirvana, and then I discovered Judas Priest, Motley Crue, and all these bands that totally crushed me. I was totally into that, and later more into rock and all this stuff. Yeah.
So let's say like Tommy Lee was also one of your favorite?
Yeah, totally.
Because of the show drumming, because he was I think he was the first one really who did this unbelievable stuff. I saw him in the 80s 4 times. I saw the Dr. Feelgood tour. I saw the Theater of Pain tour. You know, fuck hell, about with the cave in the cage, like, wow, holy cow, you standing there in awe. So what the hell, you know? This is a new level, you know.
Yeah,
Crazy stuff.
it's a crazy showman and very good drummer. I think sometimes underrated because he has a real power and feeling. I think it's not the most
My
technical, but,
opinion, I never heard in all my interviews, I never heard somebody bashed Tommy Lee, because he's a badass drummer. He's a hard hitter. He's a badass drummer. He's a show drummer, and he's a wild boy, you know. So more bashing is on Lars Ulrich's side. There's the most bashed drummer ever, you know. But I must say, I'm a camp Lars, because I think for this what he does for so many years now, it's still is unbelievable. Of course, he's not so good like in the first 2-3 albums, but come on, he's still doing it. He's still filling arenas, you know. He can't be so bad, you know.
No,
all right, cool. So I can see where the style goes together for Voodoo Angel. So slowly, you know. So Chris, the man on a guitar.
Okay, but for me it's very difficult to speak English because I don't speak very well. Jim translate for me.
So far it's good. I understand. We understand you. Has a sexy slang, you know. This is like Thank
you.
if the girl try to speak English, it sounds somehow sexy, you know. So keep going. So far it's okay.
Chris is very foxy.
So give me your story. What was your first hero? What was your first guitar hero?
I have a lot of heroes. The first time is Mark Knopfler from Dire Straits.
Okay, that's a great guitar player.
Okay, and after Slash.
Okay.
Slash from Guns N' Roses. And a lot of guitar player, Richie Kotzen, Steve Stevens, Blue Saraceno, Nuno Bettencourt, a lot of 80 guitar player. 80s, 90s, yeah. But I like to Nirvana.
You know, I like your picks, you know, like Steve Stevens. He's badass, you know. I love it, you know. But you know where I think was for me the best on the solo record of Vince Neil.
Yeah.
You know, Exposed.
Yeah.
This album is fantastic.
Yes.
I love this album.
Yeah, all the one.
Yeah, of course, but with Billy Idol everywhere he plays. But I tell you what, this album from Vince Neil, I think he has the best vocal on it from all what I know, from all Motley Crue's. This is the album. He's really good.
Yeah.
That was Vince Neil and Steve Stevens. Yeah, great. So also a very good pick. So I love this. Richie Carson and all the good ones. And Mark Knopfler, I must say, you know what was my favorite track in the 80s? Water of Love. You know the song Water of Love?
Yes.
I love this song. There's something special in this song. Water of Love. Deep in my crown.
I love Brother in Arms.
Mm-hmm.
The song and the riff from Money for Nothing.
Yeah. But you know, I saw a documentary about this riff. You know, this was like an accident. The accident, how they messed up the sound, and suddenly they had this sound, and they could never reproduce the sound. This was an accident, and this was Money for Nothing.
Yeah, the secret sauce. Yeah, the secret sauce for this song. This is the wah-wah, the pedal wah-wah.
Yeah,
the wah-wah is not very high and not very head. It's just in the middle. And this is the song for Money for Nothing.
All right. Okay. Good round already. So, Jean-Luc, the man with the voice, the face. So, Tell me your story. How everything started with you, gentlemen.
It's a very special story because at start I started with studying classical music and the piano, and my father, he didn't want me to listen to rock music or to metal music. That's the reason why I started to listen to Guns N' Roses and Judas Priest. And my first Judas Priest album I listened to was Ram It Down.
Yes.
All right.
Very underrated album, I tell you. It's one of my absolute favorite because I love this album, so raw and cool. This was between Turbo and no, what was it? Painkiller. Between, you know, and it was like the first step to the heavier. Yeah.
And
Ram
the
It Down.
production
Cool.
is fantastic. The production is fantastic for that period, and it's very it's a fantastic album.
Big drum sound.
Yeah.
Enormous.
Yeah. And
yes.
So you know, when I was young, my father wanted me to also play the organ at church. I didn't like it because I didn't like the voice of the woman in the choir, and I found a way to, you know, to make the organ distort by cranking up the volume and to make the HPs to distort, and that was my introduction to Deep Purple. And I'm a John Lord fan. I really love the Machine Head and all the John Lord playing and the sound of Deep Purple.
Yes.
So that's how I came to metal.
And when it comes to vocalists, what was your favorite vocalist?
Oh, David Lee Roth, Billy Idol, Mike Patton, recently Ronnie Radke, Ian Astbury, Brandon Boyd from Incubus. It's very eclectic, but
what is strange from all the interviews, Mike Patton from Faith No More, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, he's
nobody mentioned him actually. You're the very first, and I think he had a very special voice.
Yes, to me he's the best. Sorry, because his voice is like a synthesizer. He can do anything with his voice.
It's true.
And to me, he's
what is
one
the
of
song?
the
Epic is the song, right?
Yes.
Epic from this is fantastic track, fantastic. Which I must say, I said this many times already. I was not a big grunge fan because I couldn't understand what's happening to the metalheads, to the metal world, because I was a 80s metal, you know, and suddenly we had people with sandals and pullovers, you know, and it was different to the 80s. But now looking back, but Faith No More or Pearl Jam and Soundgarden was an exception for me because they had very good vocalists, you know, like Chris Cornell. Come on, he's
I forget to mention Chris Cornell.
Yeah, Soundgarden were awesome.
And to be honest, Voodoo Angel, I would say, it goes in the way like Soundgarden a little bit. So it's not always very heavy, but it's still rocking. You know, we just heard the song "License to Kill." Is there a short story to "License to Kill" before we go to the next song?
Yeah, it's about mass murderer, you know, like in Columbine, and it's a song about the fact that in the modern days there is no difference between the virtual and the reality, and unfortunately some people get crazy and commit criminal acts like mass murders.
Do you think this happens because of these games? That many of this crazy, or why you think? Because this is it's a phenomenon. This happens in the 2000s. Started these shootings, you know, like in the schools, in the universities in America.
Yeah, I don't think it's only because of the video games, but I think it's a general tendency in our modern society, because people live their life a lot behind screens, and I
lose touch with reality.
Yeah.
So it means they lose touch with reality and from spending too much time from behind the screen.
Yeah, unfortunately, and always innocent victims are involved in this. Yeah, good topic. Love it. License to Kill. I would say we play the next song, and then you give me the story afterwards. And this is the Exit Day. And here is the Exit Day.
Since you saw the light,
The Exit Day. Who gives me the story?
Okay, in French, because it's a very touchy subject.
Okay.
C'est une chanson au sujet d'un homme qui a commis un acte irréparable, qui a tué quelqu'un et qui est rongé par le regret et qui ne parvient pas à assumer son passé après être sorti de prison.
D'accord.
C'est un sujet qui peut toucher tout le monde de manière générale.
Okay. Well, it's the stories. It's again not light, not very light subject. It's a guy who's killed somebody, and he has terrible regrets afterwards. He has real guilt, and when he eventually comes out of prison, he can't come to terms with what he's done. So it's like the exit day represents the day he comes back into life from the prison, and yeah, it's a bit about somebody's regret and not being able to keep a grasp on coming back to reality.
Also haunting lyrics.
Yeah.
If I look all the songs, this looks like not like a happy ending here. Because the next video will be "We're Still Alive." Okay, well maybe it sounds a little bit positive. Let's play first.
Yeah.
We're still alive. Here we go.
Let's do that.
Still alive.
Dissipate to rest your head. Have we become submissively feel dead? No, we'll stay, we'll fight, no matter what they say. We'll remain alive. We're still alive. We're still insane. We're shame. We stay alive. We breathe without shame. We stay alive. We broke the chains. We stay alive. We're back again.
We're still alive. What is the story?
It's a song about resilience. You know, I wrote this song after the second lockdown in France, which was very tough, especially for people psychologically, for people living in the big cities. You know? And so it's a song of hope, and also it's about taking back control of our lives. So this one is a positive song.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think people will be able to relate to that. It's coming out of lockdowns, and you know, it was a really tough period for everyone. So it's really about, you know, yeah, I'm here. We're all still here. Let's get back to take control of our lives again, as Jean-Luc said. So
you have no idea during this time, because I opened the show on the 1st of January 2021 in the height of the lockdowns. So it was a really tough time. You have no idea during this time, this difficult time for especially professional musicians. I mean, musicians with a job, they are what are winners because they still have a job. But the musicians who really need the live shows, you know, I had breakdowns backstage before the show, nervous breakdowns actually, because they don't know how to do this now. And they told me stories. If you have a family to support, and you have a mortgage on a house and this, and a good friend of mine, you know, I have a really good friend, famous musician. I mean, not unknown, you know, which they're horrified. You know, this was an unbelievable time. And I said to many, and I don't know, even I was stranded in the Philippines because I should be on tour in 2021, and I lost 38 shows in France, in England, in Germany. I lost all my shows, of course. This was my money to survive the winter. So I was stranded here in the Philippines, but I found my new niche. I found a new way. This is hosting. So without COVID, the show never existed, you know. So it gave me a new life actually, and I'm thankful for this, you know, because it gives me a new way of life. So it was difficult, of course, but I said, and I said to myself, if we survive this difficult time, we come out stronger. And all the bands who quit,
we're still alive.
We are still alive.
Exactly.
And all the bands who quit, now they think, oh, I think it was wrong, you know.
Yeah.
And I said to many, even to myself, we have to go to do this now together. We do it together. We keep the strength. We keep the belief. We fight this, and we come out stronger. And this happened. So all the bands who survived, they are now back on track.
Yeah.
There is
Just-
light.
just-
There is hope.
Absolutely. There's always a light in the end of the tunnel. Except the tunnel is closed and there's no light anymore. Okay, there's no light anymore. But so long there's a light, there's a hope.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Because if not, it might hurt. And that's why we come to the next song. The next song is It's Gonna Hurt. And here we go. It's gonna hurt.
Good link there.
It's gonna hurt. It looks like, Sean, you have the story, right?
Yeah. It's this song is a fiction. It's an imaginary movie, and the main character is a gang leader seeking for revenge against another gang leader. So I wanted to introduce second degree to this song because it's not at all a call for violence, not at all. It's a kind of funny song, but when your native language is not English, sometimes it can be risky to trying to introduce some dark humor, second degree, touch of irony.
Yes.
And
Yes.
because it depends on the culture, and thankfully Jim helps me to correct this because sometimes I can cross the limits of the politically correct. But this song is not a call for violence, not at all. It's just a funny song about an imaginary movie. That's all.
You feel really angry, and you want to, in your head, there's things you want to do, to vent your frustration. But of course, you don't actually need to do them. But it's just in your head.
All right. You know what? Do you want to hear a funny story about misunderstanding? Good friend of ours. It's the band Dust and Bones, and they had an interview with an American radio station, and they had the subject was from the radio station about pigs. So for 10 minutes, the band didn't know what to expect, what to say with pigs, the animal pigs. And after 10 minutes, he found out he meant the guitar picks. and they talked 10 minutes about the pig,
Lost in translation.
and he meant the guitar picks, So this is
I can do this.
Yes, it's so funny, talking about 10 minutes about the animal, and he said, "No, I think you understand, right? I mean the guitar pick." Oh shit!
It's like French say, we have to focus, and then everyone thinks they said "fuck us." Huh?
No, I think that there's in our round is no misunderstanding today. So we have the next one. The next song, great song, love it. It's Broken. We play it first, and then you give me the story. Here's Broken. Broken. Great song.
Thank you very much, Rich.
Thanks.
This song is quite a dark song. It's about the way of feeling trapped in your past and the pain of holding on to things that are already gone, broken. That's why it's a dark song, but in the same time, it's about finding the way to start again.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be that precise. I didn't want to tell a story because I would like people to be able to project their own,
tell their own story,
experiences,
tell their own story.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes lyrics works for this for different reasons, different subject, but it's one meaning, but has a lot of meanings. So people can actually adapt them for their own purpose, right?
Exactly, and connects to
yes, very cool. So we have 3 more, then we are done. So it's but I love your sound. It's not uplifting sound, you know. So sometimes you have a rock band, they do uplifting, and you have serious sound, you know, and it fits to your subjects, and that's what I like. So it's a cool music. The next one is Wake Me When It's Done. And here we go. Wake Me When It's Done.
Down on the holy TV, look, there's something new.
Wake Me When It's Done.
Okay, this song is about in modern days, always people is stuck to the are stuck to the screens, and they watch horrible things, like if it was a show without
Feeling.
without feeling, en étant désincarné, comme si n'était pas touché.
Yeah, your distance.
Distance with the distance. Yeah, exactly. And I wanted to add a touch of dark irony, because it's something that to me is very painful in our modern lives. You know, being able to see children bombed or on fire and without feeling any emotions is something that's very very painful, and that's what I wanted to translate on this song.
Yeah. Dark subject.
This song, we've been using this one as it's our show opener when we're playing live. Actually, it's got the right sort of vibe to it to sort of get people moving, get the show started. So it's got that vibe to it.
Cool song.
And sometimes we play it again as before.
That we talk about later on. Before we do play the last song, I want to know what's happening in the life of Voodoo Angel. But we have still one more song. It's Crazy. That this sounds a little bit more funny. So Crazy first, and then let me know what it's all about. Crazy.
Yeah, it's about a guy who's kind of a little bit stuck between the past, the present, and the future. So it's a little bit sort of in his spirit, in his soul. So yeah, he can't sort of get between the timelines. He's stuck in the past. He can't tell the difference between past, present, and future. So he's a little bit in future shock.
Actually, my motto in life is this: you're looking back, it's too late because it's done. You don't know the future. Tomorrow you could be dead. So what is more important now? That is the most important time. Present is the most important. Right?
Absolutely.
All right. Crazy, great track. And now comes something special. We talked about before Motley Crue. We talk about Tommy Lee. So I'm wondering why you chose a cover. You cover more tracks on your YouTube channel. There are many tracks of different famous bands, but of course I chose Wild Child from the Girls album. Who had the idea?
First of all, our version of Wild Side doesn't sound anything like Motley Crue. We're well aware of that. You know, there's no point to try and replicate the sound of Motley Crue. We've got a very
that's what I like.
Yeah. Thanks for that. We're not at all trying to in any way trying to replicate their sound. It's just a track that somehow we could reinterpret and put our sound to without encroaching. Some people have told us we suck. Yeah. But there you go. It's some people love it, some people hate it. Yeah.
I tell you the truth. I'm like a Motley Crue fan. I was never really fan of Vince Neil. I mean, he's not the world best singer, you know. But without Vince Neil, it's not Motley Crue. And this is like Ozzy. It's also like, but when I listen to your song today. And of course, it makes no sense to sound like Motley Crue. I thought you gave Wild Side a decent voice now, you know, which the original is not, especially the chorus has something special now. It sounds for me very different, but still you recognize it as a Motley Crue song. But like you said, there is no say, oh, they did a bad copy. No, you made it your own song, and a good song is a good song. Doesn't matter.
I have a question for John Luke now. Vince Neil or John Corabi?
I love John Corabi, really, but
it's not Motley Crue.
As a Motley Crue fan, I get used to Vince Neil's voice, especially in studio, and you know, I love it like that.
Yes,
so,
it's strange. I love, for example, now that Daisies with John Corabi. He's an excellent singer, you know. He was in Scream. He was great, you know, and he has a fantastic voice and a good look, you know. But I have a conflict with this because I love this album with Motley Crue, but they should have a new name. With this sound, they should sound have a different name, or not Motley Crue, because they could have their own fan base. But the fans spoke.
Great song. I'm sorry.
But
I said Smoke Sky is a great song.
Yeah. Hooligan's Holiday, for example. What a great track, you know.
Yeah.
But there's no doubt. I mean, the early 80s, like Shout at the Devil, I remember so well when my friend called me and said to me, hey, you must come here, I have an album here, you go crazy. And I saw it, and then I opened it, I said, what the hell is this here? This was the same, like I said it so many times, I repeat myself so many times, when I saw it very first time, the Kiss Alive 2, and you open it, it looked inside, whoa, with the dragon on the drums, you know, made of, it was like unbelievable. And the same with Motley Crue. Nobody can take this away. And even I changed. I confess, when I started my first metal band, 83, I was dressed like Rob Halford, and then Motley Crue came, and I was dressed like Vince Neil. I must say, pink spandex and a string tanger like Tommy Lee over this, you know, like holy cow! But this was the 80s. So before we play Wild Side and listen to you, this be your kick-out song. Give me a little story. What's happening in your life now? What is in the pipeline for the band? Let me know. 2025, some tours, concerts, festivals.
Yeah, concerts definitely. Festivals, hopefully. We're keen to get as many opportunities to promote the new album as much as possible. Any opportunities really, Richie, that come along will be up there. We absolutely love playing live. You know, it's the real buzz for us. So yeah, we can't wait to sort of get out there and do more shows.
Live is the butter, you know, the bread and butter.
Yeah,
what we need. What we need now is a picture. And I would say, give me a nice, whatever, and I count to 3, and
I will get closer together.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Got you.
Thanks.
All right.
All right.
Chris,
Richie.
Thomas, Tim, Jean-Luc, thank you so much for this interview. All the best. Happy New Year to you. And rock and roll, my friends. Cheers.
Take care of yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, this was
Nice
Voodoo
talking
Angel.
to you.
And now you listen to Wild Side. I salute you. Bye.
Sinners, the street rides for legion. Grief's been take a ride on the wild side. Campfires, fake strikes, we lie on the wild side. No escape, murder, rape, doing time on the wild side. Baby cries, couple ties, days pay on the wild side. Wild side, wild side, a tragic life on the wild side. Wild side, wild side, kicking ass on the wild side. Wild side, wild side, kicking ass on the wild side.
Diese Show wurde euch präsentiert von Newton Artworks. And don't forget, like, subscribe and hit the bell. Thank you for watching. We salute you.